guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and we are getting to Clock of Destiny. New D-Hero support. It's Clock Tower Prison. We got Dread Servant. I don't know, I said Clock. We have Destiny Hero Dread Master. This is apparently his servant. He looks much more dapper than this dude. But we have Dread Master. So, what happened yesterday? I didn't have a video yesterday. I was making a Destiny Hero deck with these combos, and nobody told me there was a new skill, this Clock of Destiny. I don't know where this skill came from, but I was making a video. I was not feeling these combos. I was like, these aren't good. I'm hardly ever using them. This is just an inconsistent D-Hero deck. It was not a video I was proud of, and as soon as I was done getting all the wins for the replays, I go to check my missions, and I get this Clock of Destiny skill, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Where did this come from? Had to scrap the whole thing. Had to go back to the drawing board. Didn't really have the time to do that, so we're doing it here. And pretty much all I changed was just more actual prison in the deck, because you get Clock of Destiny. It lets you throw away one of your heroes to add it. Then you get to put some counters on it and add a Mystical Space Typhoon to your hand. You just add it to your hand. It's pretty insane just for that little bit alone. You get a free Mystical Space Typhoon just for having this on the field undisrupted. So don't have any back row versus deck. It's honestly pretty crazy. I worked in a Necro Fusion because I really want to use this monster. Contrast Hero Chaos, 2 masked heroes. Must be Fusion Stone while face up on the field. It's also light. Once per turn, during another player's turn, target a face-up card on the field, negate that target's effect. He's 3k. We would generally just have to Necrofusion it out with 2 Ankis. But for Necrofusion, we're also using Dangerous. Super easy to make. All it takes is 2 D-Heroes. And we use that so our Dreadmaster can actually be strong, because we don't really have strong D-Heroes, and he copies the attack of your D-Heroes. So we'll hopefully have Dangerous out there with him. It's a free 2,000 plus whatever we get else with him. I don't know. Dreadmaster himself wasn't really what you do. This deck gets him up to 32. If you unrealistically have your Dangerous out, you could get there. It's pretty interesting. What I was doing before I learned this was a skill, I was going Unending Nightmare in multiple versions of Prison, and I had Master of Fusion with Trinity plays and all sorts of stuff. But we're much more streamlined here. We're focusing on the skill. It's not a win con, so use this skill for what it is. You don't always have to bring out your Dreadmaster. You could just use it to get the Mystical Space Typhoon. Use it just to not take damage for some turns. It's all just how you use it. And then you finish them off with D-Heroes. This deck has a lot of trouble versus Melodious, so that's not good because they're everywhere. But other than that, it's really fun. I like the Xyz elements. Clock Tower, probably better off in some sort of stall deck where we're really focusing on it and we're really just stalling. Till then, just a nice D-Hero revisit, so I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba. We're going second, and we're gaining a rank without a win streak too. That's just how hard we're clapping with these D-Heroes. We got our Servant, we got our Clock Tower. He's got a Sage with Eyes of Blue. Searches the Stone of Ancient. He's got 1 card of Consonance. End phase. I must be thinking of a different duel. He's got an end phase of Blue Eyes, the D-Sod Acid Trip, or no, just D-Sod Blue Eyes. We get another Dread Servant. We're going to use our Clock Tower. Clock of Destiny. That's 3. We search that Mystical Space Typhoon. We got our good old, or no, we're going to use our Mystical Space Typhoon on enemy controller. Perfect. Now we're going to use our Dread Servant. That's at 4. Kamikaze the Dread Servant, okay? We take no damage because our Clock Tower is at 4. We're at 4 thanks to Dread Servant. When he's destroyed, we get to destroy our Clock Tower. We destroy our Clock Tower. Where am I going with this? Our Dreadmaster's going to be next to nothing. He's literally going to be nothing. He's 400 next to our boy, but guess what? We have this Mass Change. We're going to Mass Change that Servant. Hit that Sage for 2800. Search another Mass Change. Mass Change that Dreadmaster. And then hit him for 1400. Even if he had a Kite Roid and blocked that boy, we would have 2 swings next turn. one swing if he destroys one, Necrofusion waiting in the wings if he destroys both, and we bring our big boy out. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Sartorius. We're going second. He's on a 2-win streak. We have a Dangerous. We have a Dread Servant. We have a Mystical Space Typhoon. Mass Change. Our boys go on Predaplant. Start with this Clammy. Throws away a Dark Seal Hex Fusion and sits on a Chimera Felicia. Pretty good monster. We top deck our Drill Dark. We throw away Decider. Play our Tower. Use the skill, that's going to add a Mystical Space Typhoon. Now we're going to normal summon our Servant, that puts 4 on our tower. Now we can Mystical Space Typhoon our tower. That's going to bring out our Dreadmaster, that's going to special summon our Decider, but it's only going to buff his attack up to 2k. Decider uses his effect. Now we mass change our Tiny Servant, we have an Anki. We get the we get the Servant back to our hand thanks to Decider's effect. And this is our field. He's got a Cosmic Cyclone. Our Mystical Space Typhoon will chain it to his Cosmic Cyclone. He banishes poor Decider. Swings at a 0 Dreadmaster. Hits us for 3,500. What on earth are we gonna do? Easy. We top deck Drill Dark. Special summon another Drill Dark. That's a level 4 Xyz. We got that Malevolent Sim in there. Banish that tough Chimera Felicia. And we finish him off for a nice casual lead. Oh, or so we thought. He did have a Sphere Boy. I think he just scoops the next turn from the top deck. And he banished his own monster. He was expecting... You have to be 7 or lower, so he's expecting to banish Malevolent Sin. It's a rank, not a level, so he banished his own monster and scooped. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are. This guy's Legend 4, guys. Legend 4 on a win streak. Check it out. He's 3-win streak. Neo New Silvio. That means he's Yosenjuice. We got Necrofusion. I love Necrofusion in this deck, guys. You're about to see why. We use Decider, Mass Change, and Necrofusion. We have this freaking Dreadmaster in our hand. Super annoying. Top deck a Mystical Space Typhoon, hit that back row. It's a Yosenju Sword Sting. Not a huge deal, he's just gonna return Decider. Guess what? We can just normal summon Decider once again. We use his effect because you know mass changes are gonna come down. He's gonna go use an OYAM. Puts in attack position, he's hoping we'll destroy it. We will not, because that will give him a search. So we hit him for 1400. Decider adds himself back to the hand, and the duel continues. We also have Necrofusion. I don't think it's live yet. Passes his turn again. Now we have a Drill Dart. Drill Dart's gonna bring out Decider. Guess what? Now we have Excalibur. We have a lethal amount of damage because OYAM will only copy your original attack. His original attack's 2k, and now it's 4k. We attack first with the Anki. Now I had to decide here. He had Kiteroid, so we're not lethal. Do I want to give him the OEM search? I feel confident in my Necrofusion, because then we'll have a Dangerous, and Dangerous is going to get dangerous, guys. So I have faith in the Necrofusion. We swing at the OEM. Give him his search, we don't care. Use your skill, we don't care. He's doing all he can. He's got this spell card. He's trying to protect his Yosenjus, place his things, all this madness. He's doing 3 Pendulum Summons. 3 Pendulum Summons. But he didn't really need to bring that boy out. He brings out a Hitotz. He brings out a Daibok. He's returning my monsters. Tries to return my Necrofusion also. But guess what? I hit him with the Necrofusion. That's dangerous, guys. Dangerous 2600 defense. What does Dangerous do? Discard 1 card and send 1 Destiny Hero from your hand to or deck to the graveyard. So we get a discard 1 Destiny Hero, discard another Destiny Hero from the deck. That would be 400 defense points. That would be 3000 defense. That would stop his dieback. Those monsters would return at the end phase, and then we finish him off with Dangerous. Great stuff. Alright, this guy's Legend rank 5. We're going... I don't know what we're going yet. We're going second. I was looking for... He's not even on a win streak, so... He's not gonna enjoy this L. I think this is a real simple L, too. I've been waiting for this to happen. Sets just one back row. Pretend we don't top deck Mystical Space Typhoon. Pretend it's just another Drill Dark. We would be able to use our Clock Prison, use our skill, get a free Mystical Space Typhoon, and then just finish him off with an Excalibur over one Karma Cut. Even if we didn't top deck Mystical Space Typhoon, we still had that play with the skill. Great stuff there. Alright, here we are facing an Esperoba. We're going first. We're on a tiny little win streak. We got a Decider, we got a Celestial, we got a Necro Fusion. We're going to use our skill, throw away the Celestial. That's Clock Tower Prison. Add some counters to it. Once it reaches 4, we don't take any damage. If you destroy it with 4, you get your Dreadmaster. Now we have our Decider. Add that Celestial back to our hand. We have 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, a free one from the skill and one just naturally. Instead of Caustic Cyclone or Tower Prison. Perfectly fine for us. We weren't even really going to use it, so it just saves our Mystical Space Typhoons. But I use them, I blow my own Mystical Space Typhoons in the end phase, not realizing he didn't set any back row. So all that advantage we just had, we got rid of it. Now here we get a Malevolent Sin, so I don't really know what his deck is. So I don't want to mess with his little set monster just yet. Now he uses Cosmic Enlightenment, which means he's got Synchros coming up. Assault Beast Synchros. Searching some back row. Doing his Synchros. That's a Red Dragon Archfiend. That's another Assault Beast. Hit 3 Assault Beasts. Got another Assault Mode Activate. Sets 2 back row. It's probably the Assault Mode Activate. We could have destroyed it with our Mystical Space Typhoons, but I didn't just get rid of them for no reason. Here, he tries to attack with Assault Beast. We're going to go Necro Fusion into Dangerous. 2600 defense is pretty good. Now we have a way to get this freaking Dreadmaster out of our hand, so we can use our Celestial. We're going to normal summon Drill Dark, throw away the, what was it? Throw away the Drill Darks. We throw away some Dreadmaster and the Drill Darks to get to 2600. Now we could have used Celestial, but I wasn't sure if Dangerous's attack was going to go down. We had just enough attack to be lethal. His attack is based on D heroes in a graveyard. I think we had just enough to be lethal. Yeah, we just snuck over him. I didn't want to see if banishing the 2 monsters from Celestial would lower his attack. We would not have had lethal if he didn't. So cool little combos, cool little plays with Dreadmaster. The skill is just strong. Konami loves propping stuff up with skills. It's how they feel they can control the meta very closely, I guess. Just decide what's good by giving it an OP skill, and then other things can't really compete. But this isn't that good. This is still just D heroes with a few extra tricks, and I think the extra tricks D heroes need to really focus on are the XCs with Excalibur and Malevolent Sin. They're definitely the best options. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.